Coming up today, 10 characters that I'd like to see from Forgotten Realms end up in Magic the Gathering. Hey guys, welcome back. MTG Moxman here. If you're new to my channel and you're somehow finding me out there in the nacho cheese world that is YouTube, well, thanks a lot for deciding to check out my content today. I really hope you guys enjoy it. Smash that subscribe button. As we get closer and closer to 5,000 subscribers, you too can take part by smashing the subscribe button and tuning in when we have our 5,000 party. It's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone there. We're going to have a great time. All right. Today, I was thinking about it. Modern Horizons is officially going to, kind of start dropping stuff. We got pre-release kits, set boosters. Next week, we got the collector and the draft coming out officially. And you know what's going to happen? 2 days after that drops, we're already thinking about Dungeons and Dragons. Or if you're like me, who's been waiting all this time, a whole year of me talking about it, to finally come this close to have it coming out. Seeing a Vorpal Blade. Seeing Drist come to life. It's amazing. It's like living part of my childhood come to life. I can't wait. But then I started thinking. I saw Brunar and we saw Driss. So I'm assuming the rest of the Heroes of the Hall are in the set. I'm expecting Katie Bree, Wolfgar, Regis. I'm expecting them to be there. But then I started thinking, this is going to be a big set still. What else could they put in? What other characters are they going to give us? So I put together a list today of 10 characters that I would like to see added into the Forgotten Realms, Adventures in Forgotten Realms, Magic the Gathering set. If you have guys you'd like to interchange with me, make sure you leave that in the comments section below. I'd love to see what characters, in case I don't know them as well. I like to look up the novels and books and see if I'm missing somebody, so it'd be totally epic, okay? So let's start off with my number 10 pick. Are you ready for this? Number 10. I just call him Bastos. His name is huge, but a Dracolich. In Magic the Gathering, bringing forward a Dracolich. All the way from Forgotten Realms. I mean, dragons, I have found really discrepancies in every type of fantasy book I've read. From dragons being 50 feet long to some dragons being several hundred feet long. Dracoliches to me just encompass that awe-inspiring power of the undead, but with the malevolent intelligence of a dragon coming forth to wreak havoc. Come on, it is awesome. I mean, dragons already live tens of thousands of years. To know that one never wants to die and is willing to go through this, they could put together an awesome character, man. They could give him they could give him all kinds of stuff. They could give him Death Touch. They could give him Regenerate. They could bring back some craziness, man. So for that, he's number 10. He's always kind of in my mind, So number 10. Number 9. You ready for this one? Number 9. Lathlander Morning Lord. He's the god of renewal in Faerun in the Forgotten Realms. He's kind of a guy that people pray to for like rebirth and renewal and stuff. And when you're having childbearing, he's the guy. Now, he seems like an odd choice, kind of, right? But I remember me reading a book I Strahd, and there's a priest, a kid, and he worships Lathlander Morning Lord. But here's the thing. In Ravenloft, there are no gods. There's only like this evil intelligence, right? So his prayers don't work, of course. So when I think of this, and I look back and I read some of the other novels with him in it, you're like, dude, he is epic, right? He's actually being combined with another character now, another god. But the idea of gods entering the Forgotten Realms holds a special place for me because they have walked in the books on the planet. Some gods have been killed in Forgotten Realms and reborn as different gods, and humans can become gods. It's amazing to see. I'd love to know how they're going to do it, if they do it at all. They could almost mix a kind of indestructible with kind of like the Kaldheim gods. I'd love to see it. Maybe if a certain thing happens or a certain effect in the game happens, it kills the god. I don't know, but I'm curious to see what they do. I've always liked Lathlander in the books. I hope they bring him forward. He's cool, man. He's a cool character. Number 8. All right. Fazul Chembrel. Okay. Priest of Bane. Guy's awesome. He's got good story. Ruler over Zentil Keep. He's had a kind of off and on thing with different gods. He's actually worshipped other gods. He kind of jumps around depending on what his needs are. But he's like a awesome evil guy to have around. I would love to see him as a cleric, what they could do and add him into the cleric mechanic, what they would add into him to make him that much better. He's an awesome character with a good backdrop story, and Zentil Keeps as evil as they come, so he's definitely going to be black. I would love to see it, okay? Awesome. I mean, I know evil's not always black in Magic, by the way. I'm just saying it would suit the persona, okay? Power hungry, seeking it all. It's the way. Number 7. All right, number 7. Numish One Eye, the god of all orcs, okay? Now, in terms of like how they do it in Forgotten Realms, in case you guys know, there's like lesser gods, there's like medium level, and then like greater gods. He's a greater god. He is super tough. He does not get taken down easily. And since there's so many orcs and gods in Forgotten Realms gain their power based on their followers, he has such a large populace to draw upon. He's like crazy tough. Okay? I would love to see him in some kind of avatar form as a character come down and be a Magic the Gathering character in the Forgotten Realms. I would just think it would be an epic kind of character card to make with a good backdrop story they could do in a novel. It would be amazing, guys. I know they may not do that, but it would just be so cool to see this guy, or maybe as a commander. He would totally just like do it for me, right? Way to go, man. The one eye. All right, number 6. Number 6, Grandmaster Kane. And guess what? There's not a lot of pictures of him, so you get this little character thing they did way back in the 80s. Grandmaster Kane is a monk, okay? But he's like not just like a normal monk you think about. In D&D statistics, he's like the Grandmaster of Flowers, wherever. He's like the ultimate guy, okay? He didn't seek anything, no wealth, no luxuries, nothing. Just a hardworking person who wanted to dedicate himself to a higher life form, right? He wanted to transcend, which he ends up doing in the books, but he's crazy powerful. He can like take out multiple dragons at once. He has the quivering palm, which can kill you or take over your body and make you do things. He's an epic character who never abuses his power whatsoever. He's kind of a neutral good kind of guy, right? A nice balance. He's amazing in the stories. He's followed around in a lot of books I've read over the years, and I would love to see him in a form somewhere in Magic the Gathering. I just think it'd be, we have monks already, so it'd be an epic kind of card you could put together almost as like a planeswalker, because he's already transcended this plane of existence and he exists on multiple planes, so it'd be cool to see him like that. I don't know, I'd be very happy with it. I hope other people will too, because he's awesome. Number 5, Mystra, the god of magic. Goddess of magic. She's the omnipotent form of magic in Faerun in the Forgotten Realms, okay? They have all these different gods. She's goddess of magic. She's actually been killed and come back before. She's amazing, okay? She's a little bit nutso sometimes in the power hungry kind of sense of the word, but she has a good backdrop, good story. Again, you could put her as that god or in an avatar form. She's a greater god like Numish, or like a more avatarish type form, maybe even a planeswalker. I don't know. It'd be cool to see what they would do with her being she's in some ways, she's like Mana is from like Dominaria, right? When they did the false god, right? Same type of thing. It's the manifestation of all magic on that planet. So I would love to see a card like that represented, right? It'd be so cool. Like Corona the false god or whatever. That's it. It'd be so cool. Corona, right? Yeah, Corona the false god. Same type of deal. Love to see it. We could do stuff with that card. All right, Artemis Centauri, arch nemesis at one point of Drista Warden. He's got a soul enchanted dagger that basically eliminates your soul. Like you just get obliterated. There's nothing left to ever resurrect or bring back. It just sucks you in and it's gone. He also has Carrion's Claw, which is like this other like soul sucking thing. He's an evil guy. But he's not always a bad guy nowadays. He was for a very long time. He's technically like super old now as well, because he's part something imp devil thing. It's very cool. Good backdrop story. Great character. I mean, I don't know if they'd put him as a fighter or a thief or a fighter thief. Whatever it wants to be, he would be a good one. I don't know. He'd be awesome. Okay, I would really look forward to a character like this coming from Magic the Gathering and entering in, right? It'd be so cool. Right? You take him from Forgotten Realms, you put him right in there with Magic the Gathering, mix him into a good character. He'd be somewhere on the level of Drist, right? It'd be cool. I'd be very happy with that. Number 3. Oh, Jarl Axel. Come on. Jarl Axel is amazing. He started out as an evil drow kind of guy who was just out for him and his own. In Menzoberranzan and the Forgotten Realms, like the Underdark, it's like a surface world below the world. But over time, he's evolved as a character. He's not really evil. Maybe still a little self-serving, though, right? But he's not evil anymore. So I would love to see a character that brought forward as either like a fighter thief or some kind of combination. It'd be very nice. Probably more as a thief, I would guess, right? Because he doesn't always do an upright, stand-around fight kind of guy, right? He knows how to pick locks. He knows how to get in there and do stuff. He's also a great leader. So I'd love to see him if they put him as a commander card or something. It'd be awesome. So I'd like to see him as well. All right. You ready for this? Are you sure? Number 2. Zaztam. All right, the leader of Thay, the Lich Lord himself. I would love. I mean, we've had liches, okay, from Magic the Gathering, but I want to take a Forgotten Realms lich who has a good backdrop story, super epic, powerful character. Not like Lim Dull and stuff. I want like epic power level. I want a guy who runs an entire country all to himself for like centuries on end and nobody wonders what's going on. Gotta have a character like this representing. I mean, obviously legendary. All these cards be legendary, but I want to see it. I want to have it in Magic the Gathering card form, popping us out there. It'd just be amazing to see. Now, can you guess what my number 1 is? I will pause for dramatic effect. All right, you've waited long enough. Are you ready for this? The number 1 pick for me to be a character joining Magic the Gathering from Forgotten Realms is going to be Elminster the Mage. That's right, guys. He is one of the most iconic characters ever in Forgotten Realms and in Dungeons and Dragons. He's a fighter, he's a thief, he's a wizard. He's got a lot of skills, guys. He has tons of books about him, an amazing backdrop story. He's one of the chosen of Mistra, the goddess of magic. So he's like pure magic energy and stuff. He is an amazing character to have in here. I would probably put him as a planeswalker at this level because he's so incredibly powerful, but maybe they won't. Maybe they'll mean him as like a legendary wizard, but they gotta have him in there. They gotta represent Elminster. He's the number 1 guy I would like to have inside this set. So guys, let me know what you think. Do you think my list is right? Do you think my list needs tweaking? All right, guys, have a great one. Looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Have an excellent day. Because it's awesome! Just remember, guys, I'm not going to swallow your soul. I don't have a Necronomicon. Patrons are always awesome. I did have a boomstick once that I bought at S-Mart for, retails for $109.95. Well, my friends, we're back. Can you believe it? It's Moxman here. You're hanging out with me again. You never get enough. Here we go. You ready? Woo. Looks like my sub issue has kind of worked itself out, so I'm going to change the number finally. Can't believe it. You ready for this? 60 subs till cake. 60 subs till cake. Cake.